evening, graduates, parents, teachers, honored platform guests, Madam Superintendent, members of the Martin County School Board. It is my honor to welcome you to Jensen Beach High School's class of 2018 commencement ceremony. Guests, at this time, I would like to ask you to silence all of your cell phones. I would also like to remind you that air horns and/or noisemakers of any kind are not permitted during our graduation ceremony. I have an important safety announcement to share with you. In case of an emergency, there are 5 exits in our gym located to the back, the sides, and the front of the gymnasium. Please take a moment to note the exit signs and locate the exit nearest to where you are sitting. In case of an emergency, please remain calm and safely exit the building. If an exit is not accessible, please locate one of the remaining exits. We ask that you proceed away from the building and head to your vehicles. Announcement will be made if there is an option of returning to the building. We have crowd managers on hand to help you in case of emergency. Crowd managers, please stand and wave your hand to identify yourself. In the event that first aid or medical attention is needed, let one of the crowd managers know. Fire rescue is located in our bus loop right in front of the gymnasium. Our AED is located directly behind me on the wall. Please note that fire safety regulations state that aisles and other paths to an exit are not permitted to be obstructed at any time. Therefore, sitting or standing in these areas is not permitted. If a power failure occurs, move calmly to the nearest exit. Announcements will be made using a bullhorn. Smoking is prohibited anywhere on the campus. Refrain from smoking until you leave the campus. It is a great privilege to celebrate Jensen Beach High School's class of 2018. I am the very proud principal of Jensen Beach High School. I would like to extend a very special thank you to Tim Brown for allowing us the opportunity to have Lily the Falcon lead our graduates in the processional, and to Taylor Cotton for carrying her this evening. Taylor was chosen by our faculty as one of the seniors who encompasses Falcon pride and spirit. I would also like to thank Tess Drew and Jomina Germany, our deaf communication specialists, for being here this evening in order to sign for our deaf and hard of hearing attendees. The class of 2018 is the 13th class to graduate from Jensen Beach High School since opening its doors. Our Falcon students exemplify the standard of excellence by raising the bar on high expectations and continuing to make a difference in our school, our community, and in the lives of others. Students, throughout these 4 years, you have grieved with one another, cared for one another, built up one another, and challenged one another to greatness. The Jensen Beach High School class of 2018 has followed in the footsteps of the graduates before them and has set the bar higher for those that will come after them. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our honored guests on the platform and the floor that have joined us to celebrate the class of 2018. First, I would like to recognize my amazing staff, the Jensen Beach High School faculty. Please stand. Our class of 2018 co-sponsors, Ms. Line and Mr. Justin Pygott. Our platform guests, our superintendent, Mrs. Lori Gaylord. Our deputy superintendent, Dr. Ginger Featherstone. School Board Vice Chair, Mr. Michael DiTerlizzi. School Board Member Mrs. Tina McSoley. School Board Member Mrs. Rebecca Negron. School Board Member Mrs. Marcia Powers. And our School Board Chair, Mrs. Christy Lee Roberts. We are also honored to have Mrs. Linda Probst, board member from the Martin County Education Foundation, with us this evening, and appreciate all that the Education Foundation does to support our school. It is my privilege to recognize the Jensen Beach High School administration and guidance staff, who I have the honor of working with each and every day. Starting with our assistant principals, Mr. Anthony Calzadia, Mr. R.J. Costello, Mr. Gary Kirsch, and Mrs. Jamie Thompson. Our guidance counselors, Miss Jennifer Ali, Mrs. Crystal Fradley, Mrs. Elizabeth Froling, Mrs. Megan Rodriguez, Mrs. Lisa Thiessen, and Mr. Adam Day, the Jensen Beach High School Teacher of the Year and the Martin County High School Teacher of the Year. I would also like to thank Mrs. Kimberly McAllister, our Jensen Beach High School graduation coach, who worked tirelessly to ensure our graduates have been informed, and today's ceremony is perfect. It is my pleasure to invite Taylor Konopka, our Jensen Beach High School Student Government President, back to the podium. Over the past 3 years, I have worked with Taylor on many campus activities. Taylor will be attending the University of Florida, where she will be majoring in biotechnology. Taylor has been an active member in our school and in our community. She is the student government president and is driven to make change on our campus, in the community, and in the world. She worked with the Madagascar Madness Project, a nonprofit service agency, to raise over $5,000 for students in Madagascar. She has collected numerous donations of school supplies for the children through the Friends of Madagascar program. Taylor was instrumental in the class of 2018 being the first class at Jensen Beach High School to earn the privilege of decorating their graduation caps. She has participated in Spanish Honor Society, School Advisory Council as a student representative, the class of 2018. Taylor represented our school in the prestigious Palm Beach Post Pathfinder Scholarship in the foreign language category. Please welcome Taylor.
Thank you, Ms. Vogel. Distinguished guests, faculty, family, friends, and the graduating class of 2018. Some of you may be wondering why I have a picture of the Golden Toilet Bowl Award up on the screen. Well, a toilet bowl award is what you give to a last place finisher. It's an undignified award. It goes to a loser. For those of you interested in one of these for your friends, they're available online. So, thank you. So to give an example, if Cortland were to give a terrible speech today, I might give him this award. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen. But Cortland, if it does, it would be okay, because you can't confuse last place with failure. Failure is not trying. One of my favorite last place finishers, someone that exemplifies this idea, is Eddie the Eagle Edwards. This is Eddie. This last place finisher was also someone who never gave up. He was the first ski jumper to represent Britain in the 1988 Calgary Olympics. Eddie came from a poor, working-class family. He didn't have the money for new equipment or ski jackets. He wore goggles with duct tape. He slept in his mom's car even when it was negative 13 degrees outside. He ate scraps out of the dumpster, and he was goofy, a little like Mr. Pygott. Just kidding, Mr. Pygott, we love you so much. When Eddie tried out for the Olympic team, it was almost too easy. There was no competition. And when I say that, I mean it literally. There was actually no competition. Britain had no ski jumpers. All Eddie had to do was make a 70-meter jump to qualify for the team. No one to beat him out, no one to show him up, just 70 meters flying through the air. He had never done it on this scale before. He had no real coach, but in a borrowed outfit and with his broken goggles, Eddie descended down the slope. And incredibly, he just made the cut at 70 meters. He made it to the Olympics. But as soon as he got there, he felt pushback from his teammates, his new coaches, and the Olympic board, who all thought he wasn't at their level and wasn't good enough to be representing Great Britain. Eddie fought hard. Of course, he was outmatched. All of his competitors had better training, better equipment, better coaches, more time in the air on the slopes. And out of 55 competitors, Eddie got 55th place, last place in the Olympics. He earned the Toilet Bowl Award on a very public stage. But he also knew that he had just done something amazing. Eddie told them, "This is the best day in my life. I am representing Britain in the Olympics," he said. "I just jumped 72 meters through the air. That's a hard thing to do." But what did Eddie think about coming in last place when all of the cameras went away? He didn't have to lie. He said, "The Olympics in Calgary? Oh, it was brilliant. That was my dream since I was 8. I wouldn't give it up for the world." Eddie could have been humiliated for his poor performance and for being publicly ridiculed, but he wasn't a failure. In his mind, he was a champion. And in my mind, he is a champion. As Teddy Roosevelt said, "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, but the man who at his worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly." And Eddie dared greatly when he decided he would try flying through the air at maximum speed while wearing a little helmet and broken goggles. He had overcome so many obstacles to make it to the Olympics, and he didn't let his Toilet Bowl Award define him. He embraced it as a victory, a triumph, because he had just competed on an international stage, and he had lived his dream. He dared greatly to say that even though he placed last, he was a winner. So now you have to decide. When you get knocked down, are you going to get back on your feet? Because sadly, it's not a question of if you get knocked down, but when. We are all about to leave Jensen Beach High School. We are about to embark on our own flight. We may fall down. We may break a leg trying. We may get laughed at. We may even get a Toilet Bowl Award. But that's okay, because if you fail while trying, it's a lot better than failing to try. So it's up to you. Do you want to fly with the eagle? Thank you.
It is a joy to introduce your 2018 Senior Class President, Cortland Campo. I have had the privilege of watching Cortland become a natural leader during the past 3 years. In 2013, Cortland founded the volunteer organization Live with Grace, Kids for Kids, where he has managed and directed students in various volunteer opportunities throughout Martin County, focusing on the care and advancement of younger children. He has worked with Keep Martin Beautiful, Cortland has been the class president for the past 4 years. Cortland, too, was instrumental in the class of 2018, being the first class at Jensen Beach High School to earn the privilege of decorating their graduation caps. He is a graduate of Martin Youth Leadership Class of 20. Cortland has been involved in high school theater for the past 4 years. He is a member of National Honor Society, Spanish Honor Society, and the class of 2018. It is my pleasure to welcome Cortland to the podium.
Hello. Way too distracting. Good evening, class of 2018, distinguished guests, faculty, relatives, and friends. I'd first like to introduce myself, but I know that Ms. Vogel just did that. I'm Cortland Campo. I've been your senior class, just class president for the past 4 years, and it is an honor for you all to hear me speak tonight. Before I begin, I would like to recognize a few outstanding members of our Falcon family. I'd first like to recognize our superintendent, Mrs. Gaylord. If you think sitting through one graduation is rough, she'll have to do it a couple more times. I would also like to recognize and thank our principal, Ms. Vogel, and thank her for her collaboration in allowing the class of 2018 to be the first senior class to decorate their grad caps. And of course, the class of 2018 would not be operating without our gracious leaders, Mr. Pygott and Ms. Line. Who have worked on a multitude of prize-winning homecoming floats and banners, helped us win the Spirit Stick multiple times, and have proved the class of 2018 is #1 in anything we do, except Powder Puff. So we have these 2 big letters for them, and all the seniors signed them for them. After tonight, we will all go our separate ways, and for many of you, this will be the last time you hear me speak, something truly tragic. But while we are all together, I wanted to know on one of my favorite parts of being your class president. We have always been able to come together as a class, whether it's in the final hours of homecoming float construction or in our attempt to show our appreciation for our class sponsors. I've single-handedly seen the greatest of this class in its diversity. Diversity in its thoughts and backgrounds, diversity in its goals and aspirations. Nevertheless, we hold the same amount of dignity and respect for each other. Remember, as you leave this gym, oops, skipped a part. I know in the future you will all do amazing things because of your ability to recognize and include an array of opinions. Remember as you leave this gym to continue to carry that diversity. Never compromise yourself for the sake of fitting in, which is why I must do something before we all leave. I wanted to reveal that I am indeed gay. Now, it may not come to much of a surprise for many of you. Just look at the way I dress, I talk, my interest in musical theater, or all my friends, including my 2 future roommates, are girls. One of my bucket list items for senior years was to come out, and boy, did I procrastinate. We graduate in 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, my eye. I could not leave high school without following my own advice. But I hope as you all step into the real world, you carry your own self. Be unapologetically you, and you will find the greatest success. I would like to close with a quote from America's sweetheart and my personal gay role model, Adam Rippon, who won a silver medal at this past Winter Olympics for figure skating. He said, "There will be people in your life," oh, I should not misquote him. "There will be people you meet in your life who may not like you for who you are, and they may not like what you say. There might be people who come into your life just to tell you they hope you fail. Be kind to them. They see something in you they wish they had." Once again, congratulations to the class of 2018. And as cliche as it sounds, we did it!
At this time, I would like to invite all of our graduates in the band to take their seats and join their peers. The Jensen Beach High School Band, led by Mr. Doherty, has been recognized by the Florida Bandmasters Association as a superior band in the areas of marching band, concert band, and jazz band. They have been received many superior and grand champion awards at various marching band festivals in the state of Florida. This spring, the band represented our school and performed on the deck of the USS Intrepid in New York City. The band will now perform a piece titled "Dum Spiro Sparrow" by Christopher Pilsner. Thank you. At this time, I am very proud to recognize the top 5% of the class of 2018. The rankings are based on credits earned in 9th through 12th grade. The class of 2018 students earning the distinction of summa cum laude. These students are in the top 1% of their class. Please stand as I call your name. John Robinson, Zachary Preventure, Matthew McIntyre, and Jenna Johnson. These students earning the distinction of magna cum laude, which is the second and third percentile of our class, include, please stand as I call your name, Mairead Brady, Nicole Banks, Zachary Soviero, Emily Guerrero, who is not here tonight, Michael Hammond, Adid Ahmed, Cameron Soviero, and Madison Wunk. These students earn this distinction of cum laude, which is the 4th and 5th percentile of our class. Please stand when you hear your name. Mackenzie Ryan, Cortland Campo, Taylor Kanapka, Jaslyn Edwards, Natasha Chang, Oliver Stabley, Tia Cox, and Julie Fan. Congratulations, scholars. It is my honor to invite the top 10 students in the class of 2018 to the stage at this time for the awarding of the medals. John Robinson, Zachary Preventure, Matthew McIntyre, Jenna Johnson, Mairead Brady, Nicole Banks, Zachary Soviero, Emily Guerrero, who is not here today, Michael Hammond, and Adid Ahmed. Congratulations. It is a delight to invite our academic keynote speaker, Oliver Stabley, to the podium. Oliver is graduating with a 4.0 GPA and is ranked number 18 in his class. He represented Jensen Beach High School this year in the prestigious Palm Beach Post Pathfinder Scholarship competition in the literature category. He is a member of the Spanish Honor Society, the National Honor Society, the United States Sailing Association. He has documented over 250 volunteer and community service hours and serves as a summer counselor at his church, the United States Sailing Center, and the Children's Museum of the Treasure Coast. Oliver is the captain of the Jensen Beach High School sailing team, and his passion is reading and writing. He has completed 1 novel and 3 short stories. Please welcome Oliver to the podium.
All right, this is about to be a real bummer, so thanks, Cortland. It is an honor to be speaking out here in front of all of you, not least because I am no more qualified to do so than anyone else graduating here today. I mean, I don't even know how to do laundry or calculate a 20% tip. And in light of that, I thought, maybe it'd be better to take the words of someone much more suited, to speaking to all of you, someone who could say all the things that I didn't know how to say. And being completely ignorant of all things entertaining, my first thought was to use Polonius' speech to his son Laertes from Shakespeare's Hamlet. Yeah, it's really funny. Laertes is leaving for school abroad, and Polonius pushes him aboard his ship with all the cliches I'm sure your parents will throw at you when you finally get out of here. It's run-of-the-mill stuff, really, Trust your friends, be true to yourself, all that common sense people think you've somehow forgotten since they last told you 10 minutes ago. But it's in Shakespeare speak, and it sounds much more profound than it is, so I was going to use it anyway, until my loving sister Margaret told me how incredibly boring that would be and that everyone would hate me. And after that, I was at a loss. I might have been up here with my pants down, nothing to say to any of you, if it wasn't for my, my wonderful Aunt Sarah, who last week reminded me of one of my favorite writers, Kurt Vonnegut, and a quote of his that I think is really relevant to today. After being a prisoner of the Germans during World War II, Vonnegut, yeah, it's really funny. Vonnegut returned back to the United States and attended the University of Chicago with many other veterans for an education provided free by the government. And about his schooling, he wrote, "At that time, they were teaching that no one was ridiculous or bad or disgusting. They might be teaching that still. I haven't been to college yet, obviously, so I don't know if they're teaching that still. But I think that they ought to, because looking out at all of you, I don't see anyone ridiculous or bad or disgusting. I see bright, strong, powerful young men and women with nothing but big smiles and excited eyes. I see the proudest families with nothing but love in their hearts for you guys. I know as academic speaker, I guess I'm supposed to talk about what we can learn, but I'm no one to teach you anything. And in my opinion, you've already learned the most important thing of all, which is to be good to one another. So I'll leave you with one more Vonnegut. I hope that we'll meet again in a world of peace and freedom, if the accident will. Be good, stay good, and good luck. I am so incredibly proud of every single one of you."
Thank you, Oliver. At this time, I invite all the senior choir members to join their peers in Jubilate. The Jensen Beach High School Jubilate Choir is led by Mr. James Paul. This year, all 5 performing choirs were rated by the Florida Vocal Association as superior at their district assessment. The men's choir, the intermediate women's choir, and the advanced women's choir were rated excellent at state music performance assessment, while the concert choir and mixed choir were rated superior. Senior Riley Rich was also rated as superior for her solo performance at district solo and ensemble. Jubilate will now sing "Hark, I Hear the Harps Eternal" by Alice Parker. Please welcome our superintendent, Mrs. Gaylord.
Good evening. Welcome, graduates, distinguished guests, family, and friends to the commencement ceremony of the 2018 graduating class of Jensen Beach High School. Thank you, Mrs. Vogel, Jensen Beach faculty and staff, and parents for your efforts in shaping the lives of these students to reach this important milestone that brings us all here this evening. This is the culmination of your dedication and commitment to their education. And now, graduates, please join me in thanking this team effort that has helped you to reach your personal finish line for graduation. Let us thank your parents, your teachers, staff at Jensen Beach, and your principal, Mrs. Vogel. Thank you. Graduates, you have been preparing for this moment for at minimum the past 13 years. In your lifetime, you have grown up with such things as 9/11, the war on terrorism, the continuous occupancy of the International Space Station, and the election of the first African American as President of the United States. You are the social media natives who have grown up with technology such as Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, iPods, iTunes, iBooks, iPhones, cell phones, phones with cameras, and phones with banking. And yes, graduates, you used to have to go into the bank to deposit and withdraw money. So I don't know about you, but I have not seen the inside of a bank for many years. And yes, our lives are captured on our phones. And actually, if you think about this, this is astounding. There are more people in the world with cell phones than toilets. Unfortunately, you are the mass shooting generation and have grown up with deadly, senseless school shootings, such as Columbine, Sandy Hook, Parkland, and now Santa Fe. About 40 school shootings in the United States in 2018 have taken the lives of more students and teachers than have American soldiers on active duty. Enough is enough. In your lifetime, you have been a Toys R Us kid. Thank you. In your lifetime, you have been a Toys R Us kid, but now, grown up, you see it come to an end, literally. You have lived through the discovery of water on Mars, the mapping of the human genome, and the melting of Earth's ice caps, along with self-driving cars, the Never Again movement, and of course, Meghan and Harry. Yeah, we watched that all weekend. Many of you want to change the world. The class of 2018 idealistic graduates are not so different from previous generations. Many of you are going to college, some of you are going into the military, and others are entering the workforce. And there are still some of you asking yourself, what am I going to do next? Graduates, you are the future, all of you, each and every one of you. You are what comes next. I'm incredibly proud of the accomplishments you have achieved, all of which have contributed to your success in being here this evening. Your generation has grown up under tremendous pressure and competition to be the best scholar, the best athlete, to do well on standardized assessments, get good grades, get accepted into a good college, get a fantastic job, and make a lot of money, all under the scrutiny of a digital footprint of every aspect of your life that you allow. So please be cautious with that, because you know the internet never forgets. Many of you have had the good fortune to have had things in your life come easily. Some of you may already know what it is like to struggle. Life is not always sugar, spice, and everything nice. You are about to discover there will be someone smarter, someone better on the team, a higher GPA, someone with more money or a better job. Someone told me once early in life, records are made to be broken. It doesn't mean you give up. It means it's okay to keep trying. It's okay to be second or third, or maybe like Eddie, even last. Enjoy the ride, be happy being you. I truly believe that a good work ethic in this life, you can do just about anything, and it's never too late to start. Be proficient in your job, whatever it might be, and this should give you the self-satisfaction of a job well done. It will also help the lives of those dependent upon you to do your job well, whether your job is school, making the best cup of coffee, or prescribing the right medication. You want to get it right. People are depending on you, even if it's just yourself. Working hard is much better than hardly working, but I guarantee both will get you noticed. Have a plan, and by the way, hope is not a plan. Sometimes life throws you a curveball, and the plan may change. Be flexible. Be resilient. Your plan may change, but accept the things you cannot change, the courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference. As you leave the familiar hallways and comfort of the Falcon Nation, you have no idea what lies ahead, and none of us can tell you what that might be. Accept the responsibility of your choices and realize there will be mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. Learn from them. It is the choices you make today that will either provide opportunities or consequences for your future. In closing, I do have a few tips to pass along that may be helpful as you prepare for your next journey. Make an investment in your own future. Start a savings account or an investment account now, like tomorrow, because some of you might get some money for graduation. And I'm serious. Save it, invest it, add to it, but don't touch it, because someday you will be glad that you did this. Do not allow social media to sabotage your life or your relationships. Relationships with people, not devices, will make your life meaningful. So that means put down the phone once in a while. Be a responsible citizen. Remember, character does count. Be kind and respectful. Give a hand up to someone in need. Follow the law. If you remember these things, it will keep you out of trouble. And be sure you are registered to vote and make your voice heard. Class of 2018, you can and you will make a difference. Congratulations, graduates, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Gaylord. Now to the class of 2018. In 3 short years, you have all taught me more than I could have ever taught you, and it feels way too soon to say goodbye. You are a very special group of young adults with amazing hearts and the need to change the world and make it better. I truly believe you will be the young adults that will be the change to make the world a better place. When I look at the accomplishments of the class of 2018, I am quickly reminded how blessed I am to call myself your principal. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this journey these past 3 years. The class of 2018 has 407 students graduating tonight, in which 348 will be attending college next year, which is 85.5%. We have had the honor of our foreign exchange student, Bjorn Gunnarsson, spend the entire year with us. We have learned from each other. Thank you, Bjorn, for joining the class of 2018 and spending your senior year with us. We have 12 students that have enlisted to serve our country in the armed forces. Wait, I want to... Thank you for serving us and for serving your country. If you are one of those 12 people, please stand. At this time, I would like to invite Lieutenant Colonel Lisa Brown to join us on the stage along with Taylor Cotton.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to Principal Vogel for allowing me to present this appointment at graduation, and congratulations to all of you. The speeches were so inspiring. I really appreciate being here. Taylor, it's my great pleasure today to represent the United States Air Force and the Director of Admissions to the United States Air Force Academy. My alma mater, although I'm a lot older than you. This appointment is equivalent to being offered a 4-year scholarship to a top-tier university with all expenses paid to include tuition, housing, food, books, medical and dental benefits, as well as a monthly living stipend. A total experience valued at more than $400,000. Appointments to the Air Force Academy are very competitive, and most successful applicants are in the top 20% of the country's high school students. Ms. Cotton competed against more than 10,000 other applicants and is one of 1,160 candidates receiving an appointment to the Air Force Academy. As an Academy cadet, Ms. Cotton will be joining a select group of students training to become future leaders of character in the world's greatest air and cyberspace force. During her 4 years at the Academy, Ms. Cotton will participate in leadership development programs to include flying aircraft, free fall, parachuting, Division I athletics, or intramural sports. As well as participation in military training, she will pursue a college degree of her choice in one of 27 academic majors. Successfully completing the Academy's 4-year academic character and leadership development program, Ms. Cotton will graduate with a Bachelor of Science degree and be commissioned as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Air Force. After all this, she can compete to become a future Air Force aviator. Taylor, on behalf of the United States Air Force, your hometown community, and a truly grateful nation, I thank you for volunteering to serve our great country. And to all the other people that are volunteering, I thank you as well. Your grandmother, Joan, and your junior ROTC mentors, Lieutenant Colonel Stahaki and Senior Master Sergeant Johnson, are proud of your accomplishments thus far, and we all look forward to your continued success in your endeavors. I wish you the best of luck as you embark on your incredible journey to join our 50,000 graduates, such as myself, and become a member of the Long Blue Line. Good luck and congratulations.
We have 21 seniors who have received their AA degrees from IRSC. Please stand to be recognized as I call your name. Adib Ahmed, Faith Allen, Angel Bennett, Mairead Brady, Natasha Chen, Emily Eubank, Casey Foster, Emily Guerrero, Rebecca Cara, Brianne LaVenture, Darravin Locke, Kaylin Mayhew, Madeline Parker, Tao Fan, Marie Preventure, Alyssa Provost, Kate Reinhardt, Kyle Rhodes, Mackenzie Ryan, Nicholas Torres, and Madeline Wunk. Congratulations. We had 142 seniors earn 199 industry certifications during their 4 years here at Jensen Beach High School. Congratulations. The class of 2018 has earned over $500,000 in scholarships. 113 of our graduates have already qualified for the Bright Futures Scholarship as of today. A true indicator of the academic talent of the class of 2018 is their overall GPA. 67% of this class has a 3.0 or higher GPA. We had 18 Pathfinder nominees and 1 Pathfinder winner. Madeline, please stand. Congratulations. Will the rest of the Pathfinders also stand along with her? You're all winners in my eyes. We pinned 23 students in our Certified Nursing Assistant program last week and had a 100% pass rate for the state exam. 3 of our CNAs are attending the International HOSA Conference to represent Jensen Beach High School. Kaylee McDonald, Casey Foster, and Madison Wunk. Will all of our CNAs please stand? Congratulations. In March, students from Ubalate represented Jensen Beach High School as part of the National Festival Chorus in San Francisco. They had the honor of working with the renowned conductor Renee Clausen and with 6 other schools from around the country to present a concert at the historic Grace Cathedral in San Francisco. Congratulations, Ubalate. The senior members of the band in the class of 2018 have performed in Orlando at the Festival Disney Composition in 2015, in Washington, D.C. on the steps of the World War II Memorial in 2016, in Orlando at the Give Kids the World Village in 2017, and in New York City on the USS Intrepid in 2018, and I got to go with them. Our senior art students won more keys of distinction than ever before at this year's Regional Scholarship Arts Competition. They were gold, silver, and honorable mention. Congratulations. Our sports programs have produced 12 athletic scholarships, 4 to football, 2 to volleyball, 3 to baseball, 2 girls lacrosse, and 1 boys lacrosse. We have 4 D1 university scholarships. Jenna Johnson, the Florida State University for beach volleyball, please stand. Jamie and Sherwood to Auburn University for football. Tyrese Jackson to Jacksonville University for football. And Lyon Richardson to the University of Florida for baseball. Our Jensen Beach High School athletes, our student athletes, finished 6th overall in Class 7A for academic team champions. This is the 10th time that Jensen Beach High School athletes have placed in the top 10 for academic excellence. It is also the first time that every single varsity team on this campus has had a combined team GPA of 3.0 or higher. We are so proud of you. Our girls volleyball team captured its 8th regional title. Our wrestling team captured its 6th regional title. And our girls flag football team had an amazing undefeated season. Kira Turgeon and Jack Spotnick were awarded the Treasure Coast Scholar Athlete of the Year, and Natalie Thurlow, the Florida Dairy Farmers Academic All-State nominee for Jensen Beach High School. Please stand. Congratulations. This year, as the school ends, we will be saying goodbye to several staff members who will be retiring after 30 or more years of service to education. Congratulations to the following teachers on their retirements. Please stand as I call your name. Mrs. Jody Berger. Mrs. Lori Miller. Somewhere. Mrs. Mary McBee. One of our custodians, Lalo Martinez. We will also be saying goodbye to our assistant principal for athletics, Mr. R.J. Costello. Thank you all for your years of service to our students at Jensen Beach High School. We will miss you and wish you joy and happiness on the next chapter in your journey. Remember, you will always be a falcon, so don't fly too far away and come visit us often. Graduates, as you leave the stage tonight, you will receive a Jensen Beach High School treasure bag filled with a few tokens to remind you that you will always be a falcon. In your bag, there's a falcon keychain with a quote, and the class of 2018 M&Ms made especially for you in our colors. The quote on your keychain reads, right in the theme with everything else we've talked about tonight, be bold enough to use your voice, brave enough to listen to your heart, and strong enough to live the life you've always imagined. This quote is from Winnie the Pooh, and many of you who have visited my office know my favorite Disney characters are the ones from the house at Pooh Corner. Winnie the Pooh was named by Christopher Robin. She is named Winnie after a Canadian black bear who lives in the London Zoo and a swan named Pooh. Pooh is always calm, never overly concerned about much, and always accomplishes the task at hand. Pooh is always open to new experiences and never is stressed about accomplishing anything. There are days I wish I was more like Pooh myself. This quote, along with your class motto, wherever you go, go with your heart, truly describes your class. When I look out at the graduates before me, I see students with bold voices, amazing hearts who are accepting of others, willing to be the change to help in our schools, the community, and the world. You all will get it done. It is that simple. Your class has been addressed by many of the Falcon teachers during graduation practice and in the past several weeks at banquets and end-of-the-year celebrations, and the theme has been consistent. Be true to yourself, remain as good as you are today, and go with all of your heart. You are our future, and boy, as I look at you, the future is very bright. I know your bold voices will be heard, and you will make this world a better place. You will initiate the change we need in our schools, communities, and all over the world. You have the potential because you are bold and you are bright. Your voices will be heard because you will not have it any other way. Your strength, imagination, and heart will take you many places as you leave Jensen Beach. Remember from the words of Nate Harmon, don't feed the bear and always run at the roar. You have the strength to accomplish anything you want. Your heart and strength will carry you wherever you go. Your Falcon journey at Jensen Beach High School started just 4 years ago, and many of you have participated in school and community events, giving back locally to Martin County, while some have participated in events at the state, national, and world level. I know that all of you will continue to impact this world in positive ways, making positive changes. I encourage you to go with all your heart, remembering that it is important to care about those who help you. Stick to what you believe in and know what is right. Follow the path you have set for yourself, and don't ever let others lead you off that path and take you away from your plans and journey. Follow your heart, your dreams, and stay true to yourself. Remember, once a falcon, always a falcon. I am confident that you are ready to spread your wings and fly. Go out in the world, use all the knowledge and skills we have shared with you in the past 4 years. We know you are ready and that you will make us proud. You are the amazing Jensen Beach High School class of 2018. Mrs. Gaylord, as the principal at Jensen Beach High School, I certify that these seniors have met all of the requirements set forth by the Martin County School District and the state of Florida. Madam Superintendent, it is my honor to present to you the Jensen Beach High School class of 2018 for the awarding of their diplomas.
Taylor Hope Konopka. Cortland Jones Campo. Oliver George Stabley. John Ritchie Robinson III. Zachary John Provencher. Matthew James McIntyre. Jenna Rose Johnson. Mairead Eilish Brady. Nicole Alicia Banks. Zachary Thomas Soviero. Michael Joseph Hammond. Adib Ahmed. Cameron Joseph Soviero. Madison Taylor Wanook. Mackenzie Carey Catherine Ryan. Jaslyn Marina Edwards. Natasha Taylor Chen. Tia Rose Cox. Julie T. Fan. Calvin Hunter Adams. Benjamin Tate Adencourt. Chloe Nicole Aldridge. Faith Elizabeth Allen. Carly Elizabeth Allen. Ana Gabriela Alvarez. Jazaida Alvarez. Madeline Hope Anderson. Rebecca Giselle Andrade. Brendan Robert Andrews. Hunter Mason Andrews. Jessica Marie Andrews. Randolph Angulo Hibaha. Joey Elizabeth Athos. Gabriel Johnson Audane. Bill Ferguson Abraham Amos. Avery Morgan Idolot. Alexander Christopher Barbieri. Rachel Elizabeth Barber. Alexis Leon Barnes. Alexandra Elizabeth Batten. Sherwood Reed Bauer. James Michael Beard. Timothy Jannar Bellamy Jr. Angel Lee Bennett. Brandon William Banash. Isaias Isael Verdugo Perez. Joshua Stephen Berkowitz. Carly Cheyenne Betancourt Bond. Olivia Danielle Buscher. Stephanie Ann Billings. Grayson Joseph Belletti. Ezekiel Moody Bitskowski. Kayla Marie Blake. Jordan William Bleckman. James Allen Boda. Spencer Raymond Bonneville. Haley Elizabeth Businger. Jason Johnry Borowski. Carolina Isabel Borroto Jusino. Mackenzie Taylor Bradley. Matthew James Brady. Kaylin Summer Brennan. Georgia Briley. Mikhail Deshaun Brown. Suzine Alicia Bullwinkle. Caitlin Alexis Burke. Joshua Ty Burns. Julia Grace Burns. Jonah Ethan Cabot. Casey Ryan Campbell. Anthony James Canada. Callista Ray Kaplan. Matthew Austin Capra. Ian Bay Carnes Santa Cruz. Ashley Ann Carter. Kelly Ann Carter. Kaylin Joseph Casion Magon. Tanya Lee Caserta. Byron Castaneda. Bradley Jameson Chafin. Ava Marie Clark. Alexis Sky Colazo. Yasir Antonio Colon. William Vance Combas. Ivy Alexis Cosgrove. Taylor Marie Cotton. Veronica Raquel Cottrell. Kaylee Nicole Coviello. Kiera Mary Cox. Jesselyn McKenna Crow. Richard Lucas Cruz. Joseph James Kniff. Ariel Kathleen DaCosta. Zachary Charles Davis. Christian James Dean. Josephine Elizabeth DiBiase. Eric Joseph Diaz. Patrick Robert Deneen. Taylor Marie Don. Savannah K. Dowling. Naomi Elizabeth Dunsmore.
Nathan James Ebel. Elise Victoria Elder. Robert John Elder. Alexander Jensen Elias. Anna Catherine Ellis. Joseph Michael Ely. Maggie Allison Engel. Asa Blaze Epperson. Emily Lauren Eubank. Brittany Lynn Fulton. Reagan Virginia Ferris. Hannah Catherine Favier. Gregory Thomas Fidel. Alex Stephen Feldman. Helen Louise Feller. Nina Rose Fernandez. Stephen Arnold Ferrer. Cheyenne Mae Fisher. Erin Catherine Fitzpatrick. Evelyn Julia Flaw. Cody Edward Fleming. Isabel Sandra Flores. Nyla Alicia Folks. Serena Nicole Fondacaro. Carly Marie Foresta. Casey Taylor Foster. Alexander Michael Fowler. Chase Lex Franco. Jennifer Soledad Funes Santos. Catherine Julissa Funes Santos. Cameron Page Gallagher. William Frank Galise. Alicia Ann Gandhi. Tyler James George. Carl Carrington Fitzgerald Gittens. Sophia B. Gleason. Christian Alexander Gomez Munguia. Marco Antonio Gonzalez. Mariana Andrea Gonzalez. Megan Brittany Gordon. Ashley Amber Gorman. Noah Matthew Gottfried. Jacob Robert Gould. Christopher James Gragg. Trent Tyrell Graham. Michael Carmelo Greco. Alexis Christine Guerra. Rachel Rosa Guerra. Cameron Douglas Hamilton. Thomas Ray Hancock. Elise Kathleen Hayner. Blaze Colin Hanley. Shane Patrick Hayden. David Andrew Henderson. Tierney Ann Hankel. Jake Mateo John Hernandez. Tristan William Hernandez. Devin Anna Hicks. Taylor Thomas Higgins. Devin Coy Hildesheim. Sydney Aaron Hill. Alexa Jordan Hockenberger. Anastasia Ray Hockenberger. Lily Catherine Hochstetter. Nicole Rose Hogan. Tara Brianna Hoods. Hallie Olivia Hopper. Thomas Francis Hoyla. Shannon Nicole Huey McNair. Maxwell Jordan Hutchinson. Hannah Carolyn Irwin. Paige Victoria Jablonski. Tyrese Demond Jackson. Haley Marie Janke. Alyssa Danae Jansen. Sarah Ann Jarrett. Neji McLeod Jean. Nicholas Reese Janetti. Ethan Zachary Bird Jensen. Christina Ann Jensen. Eileen Mariela Geronimo Velasquez. Michael Rashad Johnson. Tevin Isaiah Johnson. Jenna Danielle Johnston. Hannah Eve Jones. Colton Samuel Jones. Josephine Elizabeth Cady. Michaela Louise Kaiser. Rebecca Lynn Cara. Nathaniel Adrian Keenan. Nicole Brianna Kemp. Catherine Ann Kennedy. Sutton Lee Curlin. Joseph Kim. Jarius Taiwan King. Courtney Ann Kirkham. Abigail Ray Kreitz. Kaylee Marie Kruger. Emily Ann Keene. Sarah Rebecca Curtin.
Crystal Rain Lafferty. Logan Xavier Lambie. Megan Jean Lardizone. Brianna Nicole Latour. Brianne Marie LaVenture. Sophia Elizabeth Licata. Diego Enrique Lisiaga Gonzalez. Charles Laraway Lillis. Zachary Schaefer Lloyd. DeRaven Tashell Locke. Erica Maria Lucio. Isabella Ann Luger. Kaylin Rose Mayhew. Milfred Galindez Manalo. Maya Selena Marshall. Nicholas Albert Martin. Amanda Elise Matheny. Madeline Coleman McCabe. Joshua Michael Theodore Barrymore McChesney. Emily Marie McClellan. Kayla Ann McDonald. Aaron Michael McNamara. McNamara. Sorry. Emily Mejia. Rebecca Cheyenne Meldrum. Wyatt Eugene Menendez. Max Sky Merrill. Rebecca Lynn Messina. Dalton Joseph Miller. Zachary Thomas Miller. Peyton Cole Mills. Brandy Taylor Milner. Hans Matthew Miranda Angulo. Taylor Ashley Mogler. Caitlin Marie Molnar. Emma Charlotte Monk. Hannah Marie Morgan. Tristan Michael Morris. Hannah Jane Mensch. Dominic Richard Musso. Kurt Ernest Myers. Savannah Ross Nardone. Jacob Andrew Neff. Emily Brooke Newsom. Gustavo Rodolfo Noguera. Dylan Joe Nugent. Julia Lauren O'Brien. Timothy Ryan O'Connor. Morgan Heather Early. Jeremiah Elishan Offord. Gage Joseph Olson. Gavin Thomas Olson. Stephanie Ortiz Gutierrez. Kristen Mary Palmatier. Joshua Steelman Palmer. Hunter Anthony Palmieri. Madeline Lee Parker. Corey Joseph Paris. Jenna K. Patton. Jace Connor Peckner. Kelly Christina Peterson Sullivan. Madison Martha Pellerin. Jennifer Perez. Jabniel Perez Colon. Sophia Elena Perez Uden. Skylar Avery Payton. Kimberly Micum Fan. Tao T. Fan. Nicole Ann Phelps. Zen Moore Phillips. Rachel Elizabeth Phyllis. Robert Edward Pekarski. Zachary Ian Pippin. Alexis Helene Piscatello. Samuel Cole Paderis. Kyle William Pokrant. Nathan Daniel Polsky. Rebecca Lee Polsky. William Raymond Ponsult III. Dalton Wayne Powell. Akima Charlize Preston. Abigail Marie Ptolemy.
Haley Savannah Rarig. Deontay Cordell Rarig. Sydney Luz Ratoski. Chelsea Patricia Resick. Bradley Carl Reddington. Kate Ann Reinhardt. Kyle Alexander Rhodes. Adrienne Tyrese Rhines. Riley Morgan Rich. Lion Santiago Richardson. Kelsey Elaine Rendernet. Ryan Anthony Rivera. Aaliyah May Robb. Jasmine Nicole Robinson. Tomas Francisco Rodriguez. Ariane Shekinah Rogers. Trayvon Anthony Rogers. Liam Francis Rooney. Shanicia Lexine Rubnerine. William Trevette Roselle. Trevor James Roars. Summer Victoria Sachs. Kyla C. Schelling. Carolina Ashley Schlowett. Gregory Brian Schmidt. Brooke Eileen Schock. Morgan K. Schomer. Allison Jean Shremick. Madeline Kate Schroeder. Megan Ann Schuster. Victoria Alexis Dion Say. Tiari Angelique Siebenik. Zachary Christopher Seidel. Curtis Paul Shadlack. Ben Gordon Sheehan. Jamian Fitzpatrick Sherwood. Jared Jerome Shingary. Olivia Simone Shirley. Marina Lee Schaup. Christopher John Silcox. Sage Alexandra Sinclair. Benjamin Jeff Dwayne Smith V. Shauna Nicole Smith. Sophia Rose Sobry. Audrey Lynn Summer. Jack David Sapotnik. Hadley Patricia Sorensen. Noah Caleb Spadavecchia. Jack Tanner Spillman. Jesse Owen Spradley. Jared Joseph Sika Staley. Brady David Stewart. Victor Javier Stillion. Maddox Landon Starrett. Lillian Rose Stoneman. Reagan Elizabeth Strout. Ryan Alexander Strout. Naja Abed Suleiman. Caitlin Marie Swayze. Kobe Ray Swope. Alyssa Kiera Taylor. Alyssa Nicole Taylor. Gianna Gabrielle Testa. Sequoia Lorenza Taven Thomas. Javaris David Thompson. Luke Carlisle Thornberry. Ryan Nicholas Rigdon Thornton. Natalie Ann Thurlow. Emily Grace Tolvey. Jennifer Tomas Francisco. Carolyn Elizabeth Torfey. Nicholas Ryan Torres.
Good job. Congratulations.
Ashley Catherine Tosh. Ronald Victor Trentz III. DiMaggio Joshua Tucci. Sonia Elizabeth Tuero. Joseph Robert Tufo. Alexia Starr Turgeon. Kiara Lauren Turgeon. Heffrey Alexander Tessul Say. Elijah Taylor Vance. Alexandra Elizabeth Verity. Paula Giselle Vasquez Favila. Cindy Noelia Velasquez Perez. Christopher Otto Vitale. Christopher Bernhardt Volk. Lauren Victoria Van Aldenbroek. Marlon Deere Wakeman. Cameron Jeffrey Walsh. DeMarcus LaShawn Watts. Joshua Robert Weber. Brandon Thomas Wells.
Yay, Brandon. Good job.
Brennan Kyle West. Alexandra Caitlin Whalen. Ariel Lee White. Patrick David Witten. Harrison Gregory Wilfong. River Lee Wilkes. Taylor T. Wilkes. Haley Ann Wilson. Stevie Marie Windecker. Blake Carlton Wiswell. Elena Marie Wolf. Zoe Marie Waltman. Brandon Lee Wood. Charles Edward Wright. Andrew Chris Zablitsky.
Before we conclude this evening's commencement, I would like to remind our audience to remain seated during the recessional. Please allow the entire class of 2018 to leave the gym before anyone else does. Andrew, will you please join us on the stage?